Coven can often be a frustrating encounter as Enhancement because of the sheer amount of mechanics that can interrupt your flow during a fight that you may have to deal with, especially with how dangerous most of them will be if you misplay. No, ultimately the damage is not the decider here, so despite how lethal these mechanics are, they can be your focus rather than optimizing your damage. We come equipped with a few tools that can be very useful in the fight, so we are a solid melee pick here if necessary. And, if bosses are positioned correctly, we can pull really strong numbers compared to other melee alongside bringing those tools. First of all, we have the staple tier 30 talents. Generally, all of these are pretty weak, but ideally I'd lean towards your movement tools with either Windrush or Feral Lunge to readjust if you're caught in a bad position leading into a Torment phase. Make absolutely sure when using Lunge that you don't do it during Fury of Golganath, however, as you are very likely not only going to kill yourself, but others on the way. Second is Defense and Mobility. For defense here, you're going to want to either save Astral Shift for an awkward Storm of Darkness to give you a little extra time to cover the ground to a safe zone, or use it if you get caught in a bad spot from an accidental Shadowblade hit. Lastly, you can make use of it for the tail end of an Amanthal add to mitigate the ticking debuff, but other effects are likely too dangerous and will one-shot you, so these are the best ways to make use of it. Spirit Walk is similar to your tier 30 choices and should be used if you get caught out of position with relation to the boss and readjust, in particular during the Storm of Darkness or as the Torments spawn. Third is your DPS optimization, in which there is a lot of small minutia things that you can do for Coven, but not all of them are in your hands. The largest is making use of Crash Lightning as much as possible, given that if both Shivarra are positioned accordingly at the edge of their packed range, you can activate it if you orient yourself perfectly between them with the cone. Failing to do so though isn't going to be much of a loss, and you can activate it instead on any torments that are within range during their respective phases. Saving both Earthen Spike and Doom Winds for Golganath adds will allow you to burst that down, and it will also come back for the second Amanthal ad that you killed during Bloodlust in the fight, which is really useful for getting rid of the two most dangerous phases during the fight. Lastly is some minutia and utility. Your ability to interrupt Touch of the Cosmos with Wind Shear frequently is invaluable, especially given that you aren't range locked, so you should make sure that you're available and in range, which you will regularly be, to keep that in check to make sure that no one dies to it. Having Earth Grab ready in case any Norgonon ads break loose is also really useful to keep the raids safe, as is being able to cast Healing Surge on yourself or others during Chill Blood or Fulminating Pulse casts if healers begin to fall behind. Above all else in this fight though, do not overthink your damage, which is a crucial part of thinking your play around this encounter. Play to survive and it will die. This is a survival fight and it is something that is crucial to making it through to the end. That is the last of the easy Antaurus fights, and this leads into the two big titanic fights of Agramar and Argus, which will round out the boss guides for the tier coming up next.